button. We got the blue button. And we are live. I don't know what is going on with anything. Hopefully this doesn't start lagging like it has been doing. I apologize to everybody. Hopefully this just keeps working. Andrew. Yeah, like we'll just sit here and talk over Skype. We don't need an audience. Right. Yeah. Dude, seriously, I don't know what was going on. First, the audio wasn't working. Then we finally got the audio to work, and the video just stopped after like a minute of working. So I'm going to really quickly grab this new link and shoot it out, because everybody's still going off of an old link. So if you just want to chat to me while I do that really quickly, that'd be awesome. Things are things. Yeah. How about you? Yep, pretty much, right? Okay, it looks like everything is finally working. Hopefully it keeps working. Going to put this, going to edit all my posts, this new link, and share it. Right post, live now. Yeah, well, I was actually thinking about going out and grabbing one of those like video capture cards, and like actually using my Black Magic to stream on, but maybe not. Yeah, I can't even get the Mac webcam to work, so. Uh, Okay, I shared some live streams. I'm trying to go through and edit them. It's interesting. Um, yeah, I was on a 4-hour impromptu meeting today on something that was like really kind of infuriating our entire team, so it was not a very good day. Very exciting. Exactly, yeah. It's like I can't even go anywhere to like escape my problems. Hey, Mike's in here. Mike, I was having a lot of trouble with OBS and everything, and I don't know how to use any of this stuff. Yeah, we'll figure it out eventually. That's the problem. Is like we do such little live streaming. It's like whenever we do one, we realize that we have no idea what we're doing. Because I tried to. Apparently, they can't hear you. Yeah, that's what Mike said. So that's exciting. So we've been talking for 5 minutes on a live stream, and nobody can hear you. So that's, I don't know what to do now. If they can't hear you, I don't know how to troubleshoot this. Audio and video settings in Skype. It says built-in microphone. Can you guys hear Andrew now? Yeah, there's a delay too, so. Oh, yeah. I wish we had a Bluetooth microphone. No. Well, what sucks is I deleted something from the audio earlier because I couldn't figure out. It was whenever I was trying to OBS desktop audio. I have nothing in desktop audio. It says disabled. No. Maybe try that really quick. Is Andrew back in? Hopefully that fixed it. I don't know if it did. We'll wait for the lag to subside, and we'll see if Mike says... I also don't know how far behind we are, so this is kind of an interesting experiment. It's not looking good. I'm getting levels, so I don't know. I can't tell. Settings, audio. Yeah, desktop audio device says disabled, and I can't enable it. So I don't know what Streamlabs OBS is. I could do that, and then we'll try our third freaking live stream. That's true. Yeah, Andrew's voice is not working. I apologize. We were talking for like 5 minutes before anybody actually joined. So I'm going to try to get this other Streamlabs OBS that Mike recommended. And going to try to do this again for the 4th time. I wonder if there's a way that I can archive formats. What the Okay. I don't know anything about anything anymore. And oh my god, dude, it's in a foreign language. What is it? I'm seriously looking at, like, Chinese symbols here. This is ridiculous. I don't know. Mike! Mike! Streamlabs. I don't... Why did this download? Streamlabs OBS. Why is this in a foreign freaking language? Mike just messaged me. I really apologize, everybody. Let me do this once. Can Andrew talk?
Yes.
Can you guys hear him now?
Yes. Levels. He just downloaded the coronavirus.
Because if this doesn't work, then nothing is going to work, because I just unplugged my headphones. Mike says it's working.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I guess so. Oh my god.
Oh shit. This is so stupid.
So I'm just gonna have to go headphoneless, and I don't know, this is crazy. Hey Joe, how you doing?
Whatever, can you hear me?
I apologize about everything. We really have no idea what we're doing with this live stream stuff. We're really out of our element. Mike is now up on the screen. How do I get to your call?
Why wouldn't he be?
There you are.
I don't know. I didn't take me off.
Oh, so we can finally just chat now after everything that we've went through over the past hour. And see, like, we even tried to get ahead of everything. We've been on this call for well over an hour.
Yeah, we were proactive. And fuck that. Apparently it does not help.
Yeah, it did not help at all. Hey Mike, why don't you join us? I tried to get him to join us and he said no.
I mean, I'd love it, but the whole thing would just blow up.
Yeah, that's true.
At that point, I think. There's enough to get two of us on here.
Okay, so finally at least people can hear both of us. They can see both of us. There's no lag. But the world is shutting down.
It is. The world is lagging. So.
We're not allowed to do anything except be on the internet, which, could you imagine life without the internet? Mike says sign me in. Should we try to bring him in?
I mean, if we give it a shot, I guess. What's the worst that could happen?
How do I...
Is everything just stops? Oh, you're asking me the wrong question.
How do I do a conference call? Oh.
Is there an add button?
I found it.
Does anybody in the chat know how to use Skype? Because we're dumb as shit.
I'm calling him. Joe says he's at the pub having a liquid lunch. They're still open there and at work for now. Man, I can't believe you guys haven't shut down and everything, like basically everywhere else. That's awesome though, you can still go out places.
Wherever you are, I like their fucking style.
Mike, are you in here?
I'll see him.
It says he's in here.
I saw his...
Oh no. No, it says he's not in the call. What? Calling him again. Maybe I messed it up. Maybe I didn't call him before. Because now it says Michael Mowen unavailable.
Oh, okay. Maybe Michael's a liar.
Unless I'm calling a different Michael.
We just get some random dude taking a bath. It's like, hello. Well,
Mike says he needs to set up his mic. Just do it, Mike. They don't call you Boom Mike for anything. Boom Mike. I shouldn't have done that. My neck is not fully healed yet. Give myself whiplash when I already have neck problems.
Just go with it. It's fine.
So, you usually do comedy on Thursday nights, and you don't have anywhere to go.
I really don't, man. Everything is shut down now. The smaller ones in Hagerstown shut down first, which that's fine because they're not really. Maybe 10 people come to show up to watch us, but the Comedy Zone in Harrisburg, I just got done hosting a weekend there, and I love that place. It's an actual club, and you'll get like 50, 60 people in there sometimes. It sucks that one's not open.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I have some new material I'd love to try out. And it's like, can't do it.
So
it doesn't work. So.
You also do comedy in Hagerstown?
Yeah, there's a couple open mic spots in Hagerstown now as well.
Okay.
Buddy, the business of stand-up is booming. Boom. I'm finally getting paid. Not much, but I'm getting paid.
Hey, it's better than nothing.
It's better than not getting paid.
Exactly.
That's happened a lot.
Exactly. Okay, I finally got the chat up and working. No, I didn't. I put it... Oh, God. It is all over us now.
What's happening?
I tried to put the chat box, and I'm breaking stuff.
I don't know about the chat box. We can see it. Kind of. Oh, yeah, okay. Right there. And
it's very oddly,
Make that one smaller at all. Oh, nice. Okay.
I don't know what I'm doing with any of this stuff. There, it's just going to have to be an awkward design. I can put it over here.
That's fine. We're going to put Mike.
Well, he would be in the Skype window with you, I would assume.
Oh, so he would just be splitting real estate up here?
Yeah, I just realized that's what I have to go off of to see what people talk about.
Oh, I hate all of this. It is... I have never heard hackier shit in my life than just sitting on an open mic and listening to everybody do their Corona bits. It makes me want to get coronavirus so I can cough in their faces. It's unbearable.
Yeah.
It really is.
So
actually, I sat on an open mic, watched 5 guys in a row wipe down and sanitize the mic, not out of, like, hygiene, but, like, as their opening bit. It's like, kill me now. I can't do this.
Sounds about right.
Ugh.
So,
can you hear me?
Oh shit!
Mike,
just the voice of Boom Michael.
Mike,
come in. I finally got it working.
Yes, I can hear you.
So it's gonna hear Mr. Pretty Face.
Are you on video or just audio?
Yeah. I'm naked right now, so I'm not going to show you.
Oh no! Well,
just kidding.
You got to show us. We won't show the world, and by the world, the 7 other people that are watching.
What's the world at this point?
Look, I promise next week we will have this all set up, and it'll go smoothly, and it'll be great.
Yeah, Mike, you might need to host next time, because I have no idea what I'm doing with OBS.
Oh, I just realized who I just wanted.
Repeat that. I have to change my headphones, dude.
You know who it is?
God.
Yes, I think it's Karen. One of the other comedians.
Oh, okay. Why did you sound like you typed in "Can you hear me"? So that's Mike, but he's not on his webcam, so you can only hear him.
The disembodied voice of God that you're getting here is actually.
And it did sound kind of robotic. I actually thought it was like a robot.
Mike.
What?
Gear.
Yeah. Joe says, toilet paper is our new global currency. We used to cough to hide our farts. Now we fart to hide our coughs, etc. It is very true. I was at the post office the other day, and I was in line behind this older obese guy who was just hacking up his lungs in front of me, and I'm just like, please be lung cancer.
I want you to be dying from something that I can't catch.
But also, it's kind of like I went out a couple times today. I went to Starbucks twice because they are just giving points away, by the way, because they just need people to keep going through the drive-thrus. And so I went twice. I got something in the morning and then I got something in the afternoon. And then I went to the post office. I stopped at the post office, and a guy's putting a full mask on and gloves and everything to go in and mail stuff out. When I was at Starbucks the second time, I saw people outside with gloves on and masks on. And when I was at the post office the other day, behind that guy coughing, there was a lady behind me with gloves on, and she was just like stepping back.
Dude. Hagerstown, bunch of just old ass people not giving a shit, man.
Yeah.
They're rolling the dice with their lives. They are ready to meet the Reaper.
Don't fear it. That's what they said.
Not even a little bit.
Mike, are you still here?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, I'm here. I'm just chilling.
Can I get rid of this bar?
Which bar?
This bar on the.
You might close out of it. Or drag it off street. I don't know. Maybe if we make fun of it enough, it'll go away. Got any friends, bar?
Oh no. Settings. That's probably not what I want to do.
Oh, man. So Mike, Jim Swanson thing you posted on that.
Hey, Peter.
Great material.
That's the only thing I have going for me right now.
Well, I made a video last night that I need to edit a little bit more, and then we'll put it on there.
Do it up, man. The world needs laughter.
There we go.
Is it gone?
Yeah.
Nice.
So now everything should be kind of okay.
Cool. Awesome.
So, Mike, what have you been up to during quarantine?
Raising a baby and trying to find work that I know doesn't exist anymore. But I still log on every morning thinking that there's going to be a hope that it's going to somehow resolve itself by April. And we're all going to be making tens of thousands of dollars.
I've been the same way. I've been checking for gigs every morning, and it's like, nope, nothing. No updates. Joe says, for some reason, the international food sections of our supermarkets are still well stocked. I'm thinking of buying tortillas to wipe my arse with. They seem quite soft. Just don't eat it afterwards because...
In one shot.
What?
That's food and resources in one shot. That's perfect.
I was going to say, don't eat it afterwards because, like, shit and refried beans might look a little similar.
Like a little Nutella.
Yeah. That's not Nutella.
Thankfully, you guys can't put the poop jokes tonight.
So, how's it like over there, guys? Because I told you, I was telling you guys that all of this crap started to go into effect here, I think last Thursday night.
Mm-hmm.
And I know Maryland finally started to close stuff down on Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah. There's a little bit. Hogan's kind of locking a little hard, but it's taking a little bit more time, it seems.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like
Not Wolf, man. Wolf does not give a shit.
No, Wolf. Well, I know
Yeah,
it was Hogan in the one interview. He was like, "We're no longer asking for your cooperation." I'm like,
Yeah. They have to. I mean, because there's people out here that still just. I mean, it's just a flu.
well, yeah.
And little do they realize.
It's not. Yeah, I mean, you gotta have to shut down the unnecessary stuff. It's just any non-essential thing. There's no reason.
Mm.
I'm bummed about bars, but as long as they still buy beer.
Your Stay Patty's Day?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to get that going. No one was in war with me.
Dude, if you would have been like a week ahead on that, you could have marketed the shit out of that. You could have sold t-shirts.
God, if I had like more than 63 followers on Twitter. My Twitter is weak as shit, and I try. I just poke the bear on Twitter just to get something from people.
And nothing?
No one even gives a shit.
Didn't you tweet at like some celebrity the one time, and they were just like, nothing? I
tweet at so many celebrities. They just don't give a shit. And I make sure they see it. It's just like, nobody says anything. No, what was it? When I was still doing my Billy Joel bit, I tagged Billy Joel, the Backstreet Boys, and Kanye West when I posted that bit. And I make fun of all of them in that bit.
Yeah. Where does my box keep going? Right here.
Where's my box?
Yeah, so it's been dead out here. No one's on the streets. And especially now, I don't know if you guys saw, but Mike actually clued me in on this earlier, that Tom Wolfe ordered everything to shut down that isn't essential, and even sent out guidelines on the businesses that are essential or non-essential. So he's not screwing around anymore.
Well, get this. My job, and I'm in retail, they closed our mall location 2 miles away from us, but they kept our location open because it's not a mall. It's not considered a closed-in high-traffic area. So wow. It's okay. Like, they're going to bring the people that are closed down there to come work with us, because what they're doing is they're giving everybody who has kids who's affected, because school's off. Danielle is actually in the chat. She's off right now because taking care of her kids. Mm-hmm. They're giving them paid leave for that. So all of our parents are gone. I'm like, man, if there was never a more stupid reason. Hey, Mr. DJ.
Why says drinking at home in your PJs is totally awesome. Yes, it is. I actually changed my pants once to go out, and then the other time I just wore my PJs. You know what I was actually thinking about tomorrow? It's like, I can actually technically go to work wearing the exact same clothes and not feel like a piece of shit.
And I'm 30% sure you can get drunk on the job.
This is true. I'm just going to sit there and pound hard liquor on the clock.
Get you like 6 natty natties. Those things are garbage, but they're $1 a piece. You'll be drunk by 3. That's fine.
Why says, see, you should have a kid. I can give you a kid yesterday.
Karen is constantly trying to talk me into having kids.
Oh, yeah?
The one joke I do about the pregnancy test where I say one of my friends told me that the $1 pregnancy test from Dollar General is super effective. I'm like, well, she's got 13 kids.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's a slight over-exaggeration, but...
DJ, where do you live that all businesses are still open? Hey, Pia, how are you doing? I made the mistake of drinking most of my water before we actually got the live stream figured out. So,
I know what you mean. I'm on beer number 3 already. It's terrible. Well, I was sitting here and I was like, I want to have a beer for the live stream. I'm like, I want to come in kind of half cocked, so I started drinking before. And then we had all the tech issues, so I'm like, yep.
I'm really annoyed that I can't get my microphone working. It is seriously right here outside of frame. I'm just like, I'm not gonna do that. Get
Don't worry,
demonetized real
figured out.
fast.
It'll be great.
What'd you say, Mike?
We'll figure it out. Don't you worry.
When did you guys want to do the next one?
I mean, as of right now, my schedule is open for the next 3 months.
every night for the next 3 months.
You were talking about, huh?
You go ahead, Mike. Sorry.
Well, I was going to change the subject, but go ahead and finish that.
Well, I was just going to say, is every day that works with my girlfriend's at work, I'm down to do this because I have nothing else to do.
Yeah.
We can do this 3 or 4 times a week if you guys want.
We could live stream every day for the next 3 months and then give Mike all of the monetization, which would be like 30 cents.
I got babies to feed.
Every penny helps.
Actually, so the funny joke is, like, how like I was so stressed out whenever all this was happening because I was trying to figure out how, to make money to help with the kids and stuff. But then I realized that my tax break is huge because I have kids. And then not only that, the stimulus package that they just announced tonight sounds like it's going to be $1,200 per adult
plus
an extra $500 per kid. So if that's the case, I'm going to pop out another kid while this thing's going on.
Caring, it just became a goddamn millionaire.
The time I was supposed to get fixed. This is kind of personal information, but I don't care. It can be out. I was supposed to get fixed like at the end of the month, and now it's like they're trying to stop all elective surgeries. So now it's like I got to stay away from my wife for the next.
Listen, I can do it for you, very cheap.
Yeah, just get in a van.
Well, then just
a pizza cutter.
I want to point out that took about a good minute and a half to cut my pizza, so I don't trust it.
So DJ's from Southwest Florida, and we know Floridians are just out there disobeying orders left and right.
Florida gives so little fucks; they're on negative fucks at this point.
Yeah.
Which is why the epicenter of the zombie apocalypse is going to be like Tallahassee or some bullshit.
Did you see the videos circulating about the kids on spring break down there right now? It's
yeah.
You're not going to ruin my spring break. Mike is going to have a Corona kid.
Corona kid. Hell no, dude. No more. Nope.
Trying to catch back up with the chat. I forget where I left off. Joe said, beer number 2 for me. I have a meeting in 30 minutes. It'll be quite animated. P.S.
I've never met this guy, but I fucking love him already. Joe, you're a hero. You're not treasure, Joe.
You should check out his channel. He does movie reviews. They're really good. He started doing more in-depth ones, too, where he puts a lot of research and stuff behind his movie reviews. They're not just like super, just like, hey, this movie was cool. Check him out. Pia said, about time they closed PA. Yeah, I was kind of surprised at how long they took them to shut everything down out here. Because, like, I've been being from the Philly area now, but, growing up back where you guys are, 3 hours across the state, I'm in all of these Facebook groups for out here and back home. And I was seeing, like, businesses back home that were like, well, he didn't say what non-essential was, and he didn't mention our county, so we're staying open. And,
they're like bars and venues. We're just a restaurant that happens to serve alcohol. We're safe, guys. Come on out.
Yeah. So finally, I guess, because there's so many businesses out there that are just not listening to him, he made it like mandatory that you have to shut down, or you're going to receive a really big fine.
Yeah. Well, I'll have to look and see what the non-essentials list, because I feel like if Pennsylvania's doing that, I don't think Maryland's far behind, because as it stands now, we're still allowed to be open, but I
can't believe that you got... Well, Maryland is a little bit behind Pennsylvania. but I know everything out here is closed.
Yeah.
AT&T is closed out here. Basically, the only thing that has been open out here is restaurants for takeout only. You can walk in, you can order your food. You really can't touch anything. They have all the utensils and stuff behind the counter. All the tables have they'll either have the chairs on the tables or they'll have no takeout or no sit down on the tables. And construction's still been going on, but I did see that construction is mentioned on that order as non-essential, so construction's just supposed to shut down.
You guys remember how, at the beginning of the year, we were like, yeah, this is our year. This is the year, guys.
This is the year, guys. 2020 is our year.
I'm still not saying it isn't. Here's the thing. I was working on a joke before this Corona shit got kicked off, and I was like, we need a plague to eliminate some more stupid people. I'm not saying I did it, but...
It's your fault.
Yeah, it might not be. It looks like we're starting with Florida, so that's okay. Actually...
Florida did it.
Oh, man.
Pennsylvania.
We can keep talking about the Corona shit if you want. Do you want to talk about anything else, though?
I mean, it's the big thing that's going on, right? So Pennsylvania closed all the rest stops on the highways. There are only porta potties because nobody ever caught anything from a porta potty. I actually was really surprised to hear that they shut down all the rest stops.
Yeah. They actually have they have road closure signs in front of the ramps and everything. You can't get in if you want to.
What are you supposed to do if you're a trucker? I mean, I guess they probably wear diapers anyway.
Jesus.
Is that
Well, there goes that target demographic.
Yeah, I just offended all of our trucker friends.
No, they drive cathetered up. Just goes right out the truck door.
Pia says the next short that we need to do is called the Pizza Cutter Murder. I can get behind that.
Got some ideas. That's how we make it the pepperoni.
Pia's going to film. 2020, the year for remote film creation. This is true. I actually thought, depending on when I can fully get my neck back, and I don't know how long this quarantine thing's going to go on for, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to do a quarantine film challenge where you do it just yourself or one other person or two other people or something. And I don't know. It was just something I was thinking about, maybe putting a challenge out there and giving away a prize or something for the best one.
Official PSA, don't say the word. You can lose the channel on YouTube. It's hard. What word?
The C word.
Did one of the see you next Tuesday word?
No. The CORONA.
Oh, you can't even say that?
Well, they're cracking down super hard right now on anything with titles, descriptions, even the word being said in the audio, because there's just so much misinformation out there, and they're also doing their part in keeping a large portion of their workforce not in an office. So basically, they ramped up algorithms, and if an algorithm picks up on the C word, it could just demonetize it because it thinks we're out there spreading misinformation. So right now, I think it's set up that only big channels that are pre-approved can monetize those things.
Gotcha. Well, no, Danielle just said even PewDiePie don't go there, and he said the N-word. So
yeah,
that's okay. We forgave the pewds. We're just fine, you guys.
Joe says, want to hear some alarmist stuff? A friend works in a lab developing vaccines and doing terrible things to mice. COVID-19 can last from something like 2 to 3 days on stainless steel. Yeah, it's crazy. That joke goes in the vault and stays there. Which vault? Which joke was that?
I'm not sure. Karen, which joke was that? That I have to lock up? where I'm trying to remember where it was. This is what happens when you just start rambling. You know what I mean?
DJ said his lawn care cut his line, his internet.
Hold on. What? How deep do they bury the line, or how deep is your lawn care company trimming your grass?
That's horrible, man.
But no, we get in there, you know.
That's never heard that before. Even live streams, you can lose the channel. I don't think we can lose the channel, but we can definitely lose monetization. I could be wrong. Maybe they're shutting channels down, but it's not like I'm out there producing like mass amounts of content. This is the first thing.
Say, I'd like to think that we're just not important enough to come after, you know?
Yeah.
At least right now.
Joe says, really? So we can't talk about it? Well, I guess it's important to manage misinformation. From what I understand, that's what I read. I personally read that and just chose to not even test the waters myself. But I know Maddie Hapoya, who's a big YouTuber with like 800,000 subscribers, made a video regarding the C word and the stock market crashing, and he got demonetized instantly. And he even like made a Twitter, and he's like, really? Like, I didn't even spread any misinformation? Like, what is going on here? So he just says you can lose the channel completely.
Just make a code. I want to say the other C word now. It's intriguing, yeah. You put your hand, you're like, you can't say it. I'm like, I want to.
So, I was thinking about making a video about this. I don't know if you guys think I should or not, but I mean, there's only 10 people viewing here. We have an audience, but not like a huge audience. But Killer Be Killed was supposed to premiere next Thursday, guys. Next Thursday, we were all going to see each other for the first time in a lot of months, and we were going to get to see our baby up on a movie theater screen. That has been postponed, as well as 4 other film festivals that we were accepted into are all postponed.
Can I get some F's in the chat?
F that hard, man. Smash that F button, fam. So they're all postponed, right? They're not canceled?
They're all postponed, correct. Everyone is going to try to put it somewhere, but it sucks because, for instance, the Jim Thorpe Independent Film Festival, their dates were April 19th through 21st or something like that. One of the later weeks in April. But they're having problems finding an open weekend later in the year at the same venue because it gets like booked out way in advance. So,
sure.
And basically every venue and film festival is going to be like that, where they're having difficulties trying to squeeze in somewhere into the new schedule, because most of these film festivals are like 3-4 day events. So they have to look for a 3 or 4 day window where they can host a new event.
Yeah. But here's my question. The whole us not being able to put it to the online audience until after the festival, does that still stand in light of them postponing?
I would assume so. So what Andrew is saying is most film festivals will not accept your movie to be shown if it's available in any way online to view. And so that is kind of like what the holdup's been with Killer Be Killed, is that it's finished, but it's waiting to be screened at film festivals, and then once the film festival runs over, then it gets released to YouTube. But so our projected release date was somewhere around May 23rd, I think was the day that it was going to be released on YouTube. So basically my schedule was going to be like, I upload it and schedule it for then, and then all the behind the scenes stuff would come out over the next month, because I would be out doing wedding stuff, and I didn't want to have to deal with like editing weekly content or anything like that during all that time.
Wait, whose wedding's in May?
Oh, didn't you hear you're getting married?
I did not hear.
I mean, DJ says postponed for now, maybe canceled later. Yeah, we don't know. I mean, if they can't find a spot, the one thing a lot of them did say is that like your laurels will stand no matter what. You're officially like an official selection, but the whole thing, the whole like specialness of it is to be able to see your film on the big screen. Bueller?
Bueller? Yeah, no, it absolutely. And I wanted to go see it, I wanted to watch it, sit down with you guys and just enjoy it together. But then two, I want everybody else to be able to see it. We worked so damn hard on this movie. This might have been one of the more challenging films I think we've done, at least as far as like our characters.
I don't know. I felt like it was one of the easiest shoots I had to do.
You're a son of a bitch.
No. It was. I can't say anything because I don't want to give spoilers away. But I just remember whenever we were in pre-pro, I was just spitting out ideas like, "Dude, we can shoot that shit in like 2 hours. It'll be fine. Just do it, you know." And then,
we hopped in the water and figured it out quick.
For anyone that doesn't know, our next short film is called Kill or Be Killed, and it's an action thriller with a lot of like fight scenes and stuff. And it was very, very difficult to film on a super low budget. Pia is leaving. Have a good night, Pia. Thanks for stopping by.
Okay, thank you for stopping. Hope you're filming as well.
See ya.
Joe said, I think it's kind of fortuitous for movie reviewers anyways, but yeah, if people are trying to boost their audience with content about the C word, that's kind of douchey. One of the things that sucks is, like, for Joe, for your channel and the content that you produce, is you'll have to go back to older movies to start reviewing during this time, because basically everything has been wiped off the release slate for the next 3 months. Stuff's actually starting to cancel in July now. Yeah.
We've been alive, dealt with anything that's changed, like the world we live in. And we lived what happened.
Yeah, absolutely.
But,
like 9/11 happened, and people still had to go to work the next day.
Yeah.
People still had to go to school the next day. You could still go out and just sit in a restaurant and hang out with your friends and try to kind of like talk about what happened. Like right now, we can't go anywhere. This is us hanging out and trying to talk and live somewhat of a normal life.
I mean, I could hang out with Mike. He's, 15 minutes down 81.
Social distancing. Social distancing.
Social distancing. Out low key, that I was really going to try to go to Second and Charles to try to get some Blu-rays before they closed it, but
I'm kind of mad I didn't drop over to Best Buy and buy some Blu-rays.
Did Second and Charles close, Mike?
Well, they're not essential, so I guarantee you, they're closed tomorrow.
Okay, because I was the last day I worked. Yeah, Wednesday they were open. I went up and grabbed. They had their pumpkin Reese cups for 70 cents a piece, and I was tearing into those motherfuckers. Exactly.
DJ asked me if I would ever consider making a short film about a disabled guy trying to find his way in life. Absolutely. I think that's a really powerful story there, and definitely something that would be very interesting to explore. And I think that I really like movies that show you perspectives that we don't see in mainstream Hollywood, because like mainstream Hollywood, it's like the white straight guy basically in every movie, So, for instance, Peanut Butter Falcon last year, if you guys seen it.
I was about to ask you about that. I was like, I need to see that.
Peanut Butter Falcon was one of the best movies I saw last year. It might be a little predictable and it might be a little formulaic, but damn, I left that movie with a huge smile on my face.
Yeah, that's on the list.
As you read that, I was like, disabled guy trying to find his way. I was like, that's every movie you made with me as the lead.
Crickets.
That doesn't get one. You laughed. That'd be a very intriguing thing.
The thing is, if I ever did a movie like that, I would want to do it the way that Peanut Butter Falcon did and actually cast a disabled person, because I hate movies where they just like cast like, I don't want to like, I was gonna say Daniel Day-Lewis, but he's great. You know what I'm like? My
he's
left
the
foot.
Worst example of that, like Dustin Hoffman or
exactly like
Sean Penn.
If you're trying to represent a what's the word I'm looking for? Like an underrepresented people, then do them a favor and actually represent them.
If you can, sure.
Yeah.
There's no reason not to.
Crickets.
We lost them. We'll get them back.
So, so Killer Be Killed got delayed indefinitely right now. We don't know when any of those screenings are going to be. Just like we don't know when normal life is going to reconvene. I don't know. What's going on with you guys? Same as me, huh?
I can't do any comedy right now. No stand up. I haven't done stand up in a week and a half.
Really?
Of course, I did get to ride out on a high note though. The last thing I did was my first hosting weekend at the Comedy Zone, which went phenomenal. It went about as good as I could ask for it.
That's awesome.
They did have to cancel the Saturday late show though, so I got 2 shows when I was booked for 3, but I'll take them.
Mm-hmm. DJ says, if we ever need an expert on disabilities, just ask. Definitely will, DJ.
He asks me all the
time. So, Mike.
Yeah, but what's Mike? How's life changed for you, buddy?
I picked a hell of a time to go freelance.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah. Nah, this is gonna be. It's like I have full confidence that it's gonna suck, and it's gonna be a lot of tears, a lot of cuddles. But I have a feeling on the other side of this mountain, man, we're going to be complaining that we're busy, so I'm like too busy. You know what I mean? At least of those in the freelance film community.
Right.
It's going to be, it's gonna happen. Just got to be patient, and that's all you can do, really. Other than that, it's just gonna be a bunch of Call of Duty, hell let loose, different kind of games, and spending time with family. That's it. Trying to introduce my kids into like Star Wars and Indiana Jones and Lord of the Rings. So,
lose Lord of the Rings, but I like the other ones.
Excuse me, dog. I will have a debate tonight.
I have never liked Lord of the Rings.
There it is. Throw it down. What?
How could you, sir? It was like. No, we're not. We'll save this for another time.
Oh no! I want to get into it right fucking. How dare you sit there?
In your "It's All Good" shirt, talking shit on Lord of the Rings.
I realize.
What I assume it's Mr. Rogers.
I realize. It's Mr. Rogers.
Oh yeah.
I just realized that I look like an absolute slob, and this is going to be on the channel for just like repeat viewings forever.
Mike looks like a little dot.
That's better than looking like this.
Well, I'll go ahead and pop that shirt off. You'll look infinitely better.
You're going to pop that shirt off?
We're cool with that.
Danielle says, I'm chilling at home with my oldest. My youngest still has daycare. We're having fun even though we're stuck inside. We've been rewatching Avatar The Last Airbender. Never saw it.
Good. Yeah, that's good.
Well, I assume she's not talking about the movie. She's talking about the actual anime itself.
Yeah, she's not talking about the M. Night Shyamalan.
She's rewatching that M. Night Shyamalan movie.
Shyamalan.
Legolas is everybody's, man.
See, look, DJ knows exactly what we're talking about. It's a masterpiece. It is a masterpiece, sir. It's a masterpiece. And come at me, bro, but I'm telling you.
When you say
what they did,
when you say
take
it is a masterpiece,
work of like a book, and adapt it to the screen, you're never going to see that again in the history of film.
I never read the books.
Ever.
When you say it is a masterpiece, are you talking about the very first Lord of the Rings, or are you talking about the overall trilogy?
The overall trilogy. I'm sure that's what he's talking about, too.
I did not like the last movie at all. Dude, that last hour dragged.
Well, yeah.
I wanted an extra 45 minutes to an hour added on.
All that's running through my head right now is Clerks 2, and I just got to bite my lip.
Danielle says, Andrew knows I would not be caught dead with that movie.
I got you, bro. I caught out immediately.
DJ says, yeah, overall. I liked the first one. I didn't mind. From what I remember, I didn't mind the second one, but I remember not liking the third one at all. And
is that why it won Best Picture and, pretty much swept the Academy Awards that year?
The Academy loved it when they decided to grant Peter Jackson with an Oscar.
I'm just saying.
I thought I could in context quote Clerks 2. I'm taking it. I'm sorry.
Seriously, Kevin Smith nailed it when he talked about those movies. It's like all three of those movies are just people walking.
I'll say this. His critique is spot on, but they're still good. There's room for both in that conversation.
My favorite was hell, even the trees walked in those movies.
Fucking A, man. I think it's a good time for all of us to sit back down and just rewatch the Harry Potter saga.
Oh, my, yeah.
I haven't seen a single one of those.
Oh, my God. They're actually really good.
Susan loves them. She has all of them on Blu-ray or DVD.
And it's, as you get older, the cool thing, it's going to get weird. Brandon got me into them in college because Brandon had the first three in that the Goblet of Fire was coming out while we were in college. So we watched the first three. I'm like, okay, these are they're kids' movies, but they're fun, Mm-hmm. And then we went and saw the Goblet in theater, and then we watched the other one in theaters, and they got progressively darker and more adult as they went. So it's like the movies grew with you. It's actually really interesting if you got to watch it growing up with them.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Umbridge is one of my favorite antagonists.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Wes would know because he never watched it, but I think that character was the casting of that character is one of the best in filmmaking history.
Oh no.
Danielle said she needs to dig out her books. What's crazy is my uncle bought all the books for me, but I think somebody may have stole them from me.
I have some thoughts.
Really? Did you do it?
No, I was going to say, it seems like a very Sarah thing to do.
Maybe. Who knows? Because,
that's a joke. You people.
Well, it could be that I just let somebody borrow them and they just never gave them back because half the time I would lend people movies and they just wouldn't give them back.
Oh, is that what you did? You lent people movies? You're underselling that one super hard. Wes's video store.
50 cents, motherfucker. DJ says Kevin Smith does know what he's talking about. HP for the win. Kevin Smith is I wouldn't say genius, but he's a very bright guy. A very bright and funny guy.
Does he have an Academy Award?
He does not.
Well,
he does not.
Peter Jackson does. Just kidding. I'm kidding.
Bypass, and that's basically the same thing.
No, he's one of Kevin Smith. I've never seen any of his movies.
What?
But his Instagram is always inspiring and shit.
How the fuck are you involved in indie film and you've never seen at least Clerks?
I got into this business to make money. All right.
Okay. You got into indie film to make money?
I'm kidding. Yeah, I know. It's on my list. He has a bunch of stuff, yeah.
There's some you can skip, but Clerks is a classic masterpiece. And honestly, Clerks, it was the first time I sat down and watched a movie, because Wes and I have sincerely been in love with movies since we were like 10 years old.
Yep.
And watching Clerks was the first time that I was like, oh, we can do this. Like, we can just do this. Like, you don't have to do all this other stuff. You can just make a movie yourself. And for that, like, he'll forever be that guy for me that was like, oh, yeah, he's the one that's like, yeah, do it. So he's one of my just de facto heroes, I suppose. But
sure, he made well, this was way back before like the digital revolution of filmmaking, but he made Clerks for like $20,000.
That's what it says, yeah.
And it was all he like maxed out his credit cards to do that.
$230,000 it says in post, but it made $3.2 million. I mean, that is like a
yeah.
Could you imagine?
And that was all after like he submitted at places to like film festivals, and then it screened a couple places, and somebody saw it and was like, okay, like this is good enough. Let's put some more money into this and like roll it out.
now, weird enough, was that company Miramax?
It was Harvey Weinstein.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's the thing that pisses me off about that man. It's like if he wasn't such a scumbag, man, it's like it's
Yeah. DJ says Mint does not. My bad. I agree with Kevin Smith.
No, he wasn't talking shit on HP. He was talking shit on Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. Hey, Danny Mick's in the house.
I said, hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, buddy. Okay, we can do this all night if you want to, but
Let's not.
you're gonna hey, buddy. All right,
it's like the I'm not your buddy guy. I'm not your guy friend. I'm not your friend, buddy.
Mike, can you do a really good Canadian?
no, I can't.
Come on, hit us with some Canadian.
He's got an octave problem. He's down here. Canadians
I know,
are up here.
yeah.
Hit us with some Canada.
Canadian. I'll tell you some things about Canadian. I'm gonna give him a cert.
So you want to treat the viewers to your Peter at least?
Peter.
Don't do that.
I was like, wait, what's happening?
That's what I said. I was like, do you want him to show your what? I was like, what?
Danny Mike asked, what are you gents drinking? I am drinking Trogues Perpetual IPA.
I'm just drinking water. I did
Mike's
have this.
drinking pure cocaine.
Green tea with whiskey. Because every
Nice.
drink I drink now has whiskey in it.
Well, you're home, you know. You do that, looks like that's your face. You've never been more attractive to me. Wait, leave the cup? Yeah. Had a little siren of my nightmares.
So are you saying that I should add just Clerks, just start with Clerks to my list for this, because we're going to have months off, so I'm going to try to make a movie list.
I would start with Clerks. Definitely put Clerks on the list.
Okay.
If you've never seen it, watch Pi as well.
Pie?
Pi.
Like Darren Aronofsky pie?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were specifically talking about Kevin Smith movies, not
No.
indie.
No, we go back to Kevin Smith. I would say watch Clerks, Mallrats. I think you could probably, at least in the first round, skip Chasing Amy. I'm not saying it's not worth watching, but it doesn't need to be.
I think Mike would really actually enjoy Chasing Amy, so I'd put that one up there.
It's fun, but I've noticed that it seems to be that people outside of the kind of Smith fandom really don't like that one as much. You know who I love?
Well, yeah, because
I love Jensen Lee in Chasing Amy.
Yeah, I gotta pause it 1 second. We gotta say hello to Mr. Buddy Kane.
Buddy Kane. Hey there, handsome. Hey, buddy.
How you doing, buddy? How are you on your quarantine? How you doing? Everybody stops talking. Like we're waiting for him to actually answer us.
Not realizing there's a giant.
I thought that he joined. I was like, oh shit.
No. He joined the chat. Buddy Kane has entered the chat. So, in terms of like indie movies, Mike, you should also watch.
Is an indie movie.
You should also watch Following if you've never seen it. Christopher Nolan's first movie.
That's the only Nolan movie I haven't seen.
Yep. Buddy says, good guys.
Missing him dearly.
I love the dramatic pause. Buddy, I saw you pumping iron on a playground?
Doing a home workout place. You don't need to go to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in years, and look at me. This is all at home.
I'm too afraid to go for a run because I keep thinking I'm going to die of a heart attack on the run, so that keeps me inside eating food.
Mike grew that fro out. That takes exercise to hold that hair up, Just building neck strength. I want to point out, every single time I type Buddy on Facebook, it goes to tag Buddy. And I kind of just start doing that. Because you'd be surprised how often I use the word Buddy.
Really?
Yeah.
Buddy says that sounds wrong, but accurate.
Probably.
It happens to me every time I try to type somebody's name, and I can't remember who it is. And it really makes me mad every time.
What happens to me with somebody, it's this buddy. God damn it.
I hate you. His neck muscles are unreal. They are. They're not real.
It's got traps for days.
DJ asks, what kind of theories would you be interested in hearing? I don't know. I actually learn a lot from your videos because, I'm not familiar with any of those theories. There's some out there theories regarding, Simpsons and, what was the other one? Not SpongeBob, but it was another show like that. I can't remember off the top of my head. I don't know. I'll have to think about that one, DJ. Actually, here's one. Do some theories on Hey Arnold. That's the one. Some Hey Arnold theories.
Wild Thornberries.
The Wild Thornberries. Danielle says she is headed to bed. I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good night, Danielle.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with us on this Quarren Thursday. I just came up with that on the spot.
That's good. It's getting better.
It's getting better. Is it, though?
You're watching Thinking Art Entertainment Podcast. Or we'll get that ready. We'll get that. Yeah. It'd be like every 15 minutes I can just come in. I'll just interrupt the conversation.
So, Mike, the next time we do this, are you going to host it?
I mean, I can host. I can set up my OBS Streamlabs to do all kinds of transitions and stuff.
Yeah. Because I have no idea how to do any of this stuff. I'm actually surprised I got this to work at all.
Nah, we'll get it figured out.
I really want to figure out why I couldn't get my microphone to work. That was what made me the most upsetting, because now you're just hearing... I'm assuming everybody's just hearing everything through my Mac.
It's not the worst, Mike.
Ooh, Buddy said Ed and Eddie theory.
What's the Ed and Eddie theory? Are we doing this? Are we getting into this right now?
Oh, dear God.
At 11 p.m. on a Thursday?
So, I'm going to try to think of some other indie movies to recommend to Mike that are super low budget.
Mike, have you seen Upstream Color?
Ooh, that's a good one. He doesn't have Netflix,
No.
though.
Oh, okay. I'd say watch that one for the soundtrack alone.
That is a great soundtrack.
I can't, dude. Every time I'm hanging out, like if it's late at night, I'm having a couple drinks, I'm trying to unwind. I'll throw that soundtrack on.
Mm-hmm.
Just that.
Also, you could do Primer, which was actually the director of Upstream Color, Shane Carruth's first movie. He made Primer for $7,000.
And honestly, I think it still stands as one of the more interesting takeaways on time travel that's ever been made yet.
For sure. For sure.
For sure. For sure. Well, I like Shane Carruth a lot. Mike, how familiar are you with one Mr. Jeremy Saulnier?
Jeremy who?
Jeremy Saulnier?
Yeah.
No.
He did Blue Ruin was his first movie, which he did on a really small budget. I think it was, well, it's not really small compared to 400 grand.
Fucking Murder Party was his first movie.
You were correct.
Sure.
You were correct. I
know. I'm sorry. The beer's still getting.
Murder Party was Jeremy Saulnier's first movie, then Blue Ruin. But he made Blue.
Actually, technically, according to his IMDb, Goldfarb, the short he did.
We're talking features here.
Mike's checking IMDb. He's off camera. Cool guy, Mike. Mike, can you see us?
I can.
Oh, this is upsetting.
Nobody wants to see me right now. I'm just, it's just.
He's just sitting there shirtless.
I always want to see you, Boom Michael. Always.
Boom Michael.
My physical appearance is not the best anymore. Well, not that it ever was, but.
Like you're not the hottest piece of ass that's ever been on the Thinking Art Entertainment screen. Yeah.
Let's just say whenever I was doing, whenever babies are born, right, you're supposed to do skin-to-skin contact. So I was holding my baby and she confused me with Cassandra. Let's just say that.
Your daughter tried to suck a little bit?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Just latched on. Yeah. Been weirder. She would have actually gotten like a little bit of milk.
And demonetized.
Yeah.
That's what does it.
God damn.
Oh, man. I'm proud of that. Mike, also watch Green Room by Jeremy Saulnier.
Green Room.
You've been telling me about Green Room forever.
Yeah, I try to get everybody to watch that
movie.
Green Room was the movie that made me realize I never want to see a trailer ever again.
Right? That was, so Mike, Wes, I guess you watched it the same way, right? That you didn't see anything about it?
My friend at work, he asked me if I wanted to go see a movie, and Susan was doing something that night. And I was like, sure, I'll go see a terrible movie. Blown away by it. Absolutely blown away.
So I'm hanging out at Wes's the one in like Green Room. Like, I think I've heard of this. I was like, is it any good? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what's it about? He's like, nope, just watch it.
Oh, God.
I'm like, it's honestly the best way to go into that movie. Because it's a fucking roller coaster to begin with, and then just not knowing anything about it. Oh, man. Man.
Actually, similarly, I did the same thing with Mike with Parasite. I'm pretty sure you didn't see a trailer for that, right?
Okay.
No, I didn't see anything. I went into that completely blind.
And what did you think of that?
See, the movie pissed me off, and not a bit, because I thought it was so predictable. Like, you even saw, like, I was like, even like, oh, I see what they're doing. They're trying to get in with the, one by one. I was like, oh, they're clever. I'm going to tell this. I'm going to be able to tell what this entire movie's about. And then it switches on you so quick, and it has one of the best montages ever shot on film. And it's just,
It's really funny because you do think it's going to be predictable, and it's just like, nope. So good. So, yeah, Andrew, you should watch Parasite while you're on quarantine.
It's on the list. I think the only Oscar movie I watched, or Oscar winning movie I've seen from 2019, I'm thinking it was just Jojo Rabbit.
Oh, really? What did you think of Jojo Rabbit?
Which, by the way, I freaking loved it.
Yeah.
And granted, I'm not saying it was the best movie ever made, but I have such a soft spot for Taika Waititi. I love What We Do in the Shadows is one of my favorite movies of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just love it. I love just the absurdity of things, and I loved how they took like a very serious, because there's very serious, very dark, very sad, very tragic moments in that movie, but you left that movie feeling okay.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a weird, like, just a moment where like Sam Rockwell's like kicking him away, and he's like, "No, get out of here, you stupid Jew!" Like he's, and then but moments before that, he had the flanges on his uniform, like he was finally being himself, just a gay Nazi. It's such a weird juxtaposition of things in a movie. And I was like, this is just, I'm happy to watch this.
Yeah.
I feel really good about watching it.
Yeah, I liked it too. It was definitely, I liked how it kind of juggled different tones. Sometimes I didn't think it worked as well as other times, but overall I thought it did it pretty well.
Yeah, I won't say it was like a 10 out of 10. Like, I wasn't saying it's perfection, but man, I really liked it.
Mm-hmm. Parasite juggles tone really well.
Okay.
And I would even say genre. It juggles genre really well.
It's been on the list. I kept checking like the streaming services to see if I could rent it at least, and it hadn't been up or available for a while. I'll tell you what movie juggled everything very well, and we should all watch it again, is Killing of a Sacred Deer.
Where's Brandon?
Oh man, if he watches this, Brandon, watch Killing of a Sacred Deer. You're gonna love it. You're gonna want to turn it off, but don't. The payoff is huge.
Did you ever finish it?
No, I did not.
I didn't think you did.
I got like 48 minutes in, and I'm like done. I was like, I can't anymore.
I did that with a movie recently too.
It doubled the Reaper time, so that's fine.
Oh, I did that with that new. I felt terrible because you know how they have that. I think it's Dispatches from Everywhere show. Jason Segel's new show that was filmed in Philly.
Yes. Lauren is in
the first 2 minutes of that movie or the TV show. I just could not get into that show. Did you see it? Did you watch it?
Not yet. I wanted to sit down and watch it because I wanted to see, Lauren rip it up as the coffee store girl. But, I mean, she's gonna kill it. Like, she's gonna make that latte like a motherfucker. We already know that. But I want to see it.
Pia's back. How did filming go? So DJ says
DJ's out.
Pia's back. DJ's in now. Have fun, DJ. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by.
Every time you say that, I'm like, thanks for stopping by, San Diego. This is what happens.
Buddy says he's bitter because he didn't get called in for it, so just don't watch it, buddy. Show him that your eyeballs are upset with them, and don't give them.
I think he's on something there. So, buddy, were you trying to get on that show? Which let me go ahead and just state that it's a goddamn travesty. The entire production should be burned to the ground. I'll do it because you should be called in because you're a treasure. I'll put you in everything. But let's go back. Did you try? Did you try?
Buddy says but I need to support my friends. So just support the first 2 episodes, the first couple minutes of the 2 episodes that Lauren's in, and then just I guess there are more people from the Philly area that are in the show. I'm not thinking. For some reason I'm just thinking Lauren, but
I mean, if
there
you're
are
really,
other
if
actors
you're really
and
that
actors.
bitter, just you have. Just think about how many people are out of work right now with that show. If you're that bitter.
Well, they were fully wrapped, I believe. So.
Oh, good for them. So they were, good for them.
Buddy said I was submitted for 2 episodes, but didn't get called in to read, and I hate you.
He didn't say that. I can read too, sir. I responded to him.
He says I hate you.
It says utter bullshit.
Buddy said I hate you.
What is it?
Yes, he did. I'm looking at it.
Where? Where's it at?
So if you click the chat button and click live chat.
Oh, was I in? Ah, okay.
Do you see it now?
There it is. Yes. Okay. Buddy, I didn't see that you said I hate you to Wesley. That's pretty upsetting for him, I bet.
Yeah, so if you look at top chat, it'll sometimes hide stuff that not Facebook, YouTube thinks could be upsetting or whatever. So always use the live chat. Dark Turn, yeah, fully wrapped, not actually bitter. Buddy, be bitter. We want to see we want to see bitter Buddy.
Let the
We want to see bitter Buddy. Buddy said he's gonna text you, so you definitely see it.
I see it now. We still don't know who that I hate you was to because it wasn't directed to anybody in general. It was just in the chat.
I think it was directed towards Mike.
It seems plausible.
Why you
Sitting
gotta
over
hate
there
me, man?
with his golden voice and stuff.
Man, I'm gonna call him Bitter Buddy from now on.
Bitter Buddy.
Yeah,
Bitter Buddy.
Boom, Michael.
Boom, Michael. Boom, Michael, and Bitter Buddy. We got. What can Drew be? What kind of just rolls off the tongue? Andrew.
Dribble Drew?
What?
Dribble Drew?
Jesus Christ.
I'm like giving myself a weird nickname. Whatever. It's fine. Oh, shit. But he just said directly he was talking to me. That hurts, sir. I was taking up for you.
We got Dribble Drew, Bitter Buddy, and Boom Michael.
It just crushed it. Dribble Drew is upset.
So Bitter Buddy
hates Dribble
actors
Drew. Make on day players.
I think 1 to 200 usually.
No, they have to make more than that, right? Like if you go in and you have lines, 5 lines.
Lines? Oh, yeah. That's
I think it's only 200 or 250 or something. It's pretty low.
Really?
I think so, yeah.
I was thinking maybe close to 1,200 or something like that.
No, I'm pretty sure it's the close to the SAG minimum.
I guess that would probably go up as your SAG credits increase, though, right?
Yeah, and also the character, the character prominence or whatever.
I don't have any idea what acting rates are.
I don't either, really. I'm just going kind of off of a basic structure I've seen before. Pia says, "What are you using to stream?" We are using OBS, and we had a lot of problems with it, which prevented us from going live directly at 9. For some reason,
switching straight to OBS Streamlabs.
Dude, I tried to download it, and it downloaded some Korean or Chinese version.
Well,
were you downloading a torrent or?
No, I downloaded it straight from the website.
Dude, just get a PC, man. Just forget about Mac.
I'm with him. You're doing all this dumb shit with that Macintosh stuff.
Overpriced.
Apple nonsense.
I
You could
mean,
have built like a full-on power rig for what you paid for that Mac.
see, everybody says that, but then I work on a Windows computer, and it just has so many system issues everywhere because nothing.
But yeah, here's the. When you're looking at it like that, it's the same way with like smartphones and computers. Like, there's great PCs and there's garbage PCs, but they all run Microsoft. So you can't. Like, Microsoft system itself is fine. It's what you're running it on. And granted, your office computer is probably an old ass that was bought 10 years ago. They just keep refacing.
That's exactly
They
what
haven't
it is.
actually put the hardware in.
But every single Windows computer that I've ever used has just had problems doing the most basic tasks and stuff.
Bitch, we used to run Warcraft 3 constantly on your old computer, and it was amazing.
Yeah, and then it fucking blew up when I plugged it in one time.
Well, whose fault was that?
Doesn't have anything to do with the operating system, but it happened.
Just say, I'm a Gator fan, I'm calling.
I'm a Gator fan. Oh, I love just random movie references that nobody's gonna get. If anybody can,
6 people watching the stream besides us.
I will give $5,000 to the person that can tell me what movie that's from.
I'm a Gator fan, that's why I'm calling.
I'll never forget one night I was hanging out with Derek, just playing like trivia and having a couple drinks, and he like pulled this one card and he was like, "Oh yeah, if you get this next question, I'm gonna suck your dick," or something like weird. And he was like, "Who is the author of some random book?" And I like threw it at him right away, and he's just like.
Stand up, unzip your pants like a bet's a bet, baby.
It was
There's
Tony something. I literally just read it in college. That's the only reason I knew about it. Pia says she used to be a Mac user, but not anymore. Just bought an old PC and easily upgraded by buying memory and a new graphics card. You can't do that with Mac. You can, but it voids the warranty and stuff.
Do you know what my big issue with Apple in general is? As someone who sells Apple products all the goddamn time.
Yes.
It's this pad, and then you have a Macintosh, and then you can do everything together. You're part of the Mac user base. You're part of the Mac family. I don't need that. I want a computer. That's all I want.
It's the ecosystem, Andrew.
The X button on the right side of the screen like God intended. Get the fuck out of here with your weird mouse. I just want to use the computer.
Tell us how you really feel.
It's like it just works. No, it fucking doesn't. It's weird. It crashes just as much as a PC does. Yeah, it's weird. Look at it. Look at it. Where's the buttons? There's no buttons.
There is no buttons. I love it.
Did you sanitize that?
Oh no. Dude, my hands were starting to look like a snake from washing and using so much hand sanitizer over the past couple days.
Gotta use some lotion, put some moisturizer on there.
Use the moisturizer.
Buddy, you still here? Because I love you. I'm still thinking about the whole I hate you thing, and it just hurts, you know?
We need to get Mike to do some impressions in here for the 6 people that are left.
Yeah.
There we go.
Sounds a lot like, no, here's the thing. I can't see him, so I can't tell if he's doing Joe Swanson or if he's doing Patrick Warburton. I don't know.
It's an app on my phone. I just translate.
I love.
All right, you can do Joe Swanson, but can you do Brock from Venture Brothers?
I actually don't know what that is.
It's the same. It's Patrick Warburton.
Is it Patrick Warburton?
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
Buddy says,
Okay.
I love you too. I didn't mean it.
That's okay. That's okay, baby. You know, sometimes we all get angry. I love you. It's just that's a virtual hug because I can't actually touch you because of the social distancing thing.
Fair.
Just know that if you were here, I would have embraced you.
Yeah, but
It would have been.
Pia said, you can't because it is too expensive. This is true. Mac stuff is very expensive. And she said, and on a PC, you can easily run 2 systems, Windows and Linux, which I love. I haven't used Linux since I was in high school. So I don't even know what it looks like anymore.
It looks very Windows-esque.
Yeah. Really?
Last time I seen it.
I was going to say.
Last time I saw it, that was like late college, so I don't know that I have up to date. I imagine it would. You know.
Wait, can you finish what you were going to say?
Well,
The last time I saw it.
We're like, oh yeah, that was like when I was in college, and I'm like, oh yeah, 13 goddamn years ago, and I got real sad for a second because I forgot that it had been that long, like that I left college in 2007.
Wow.
I'm old-ish.
Ish.
Luckily, I'm still a child on the inside. That's all that counts.
That's all that counts. I mean, aren't we all children? We just... Things just start to hurt and we can't move as good.
Dude, best conversation I ever had in my life. I was sitting down at Easter dinner with my pet, and we just got done eating. I was talking to my dad and my pet. And I was just talking to him, like, guys, I'm like 28 years old at this point. I'm starting to figure stuff out. And I was like, when do you actually feel like an adult? And my pap says, never. We're all just pretending. He's like, just the older you get, the more stuff starts to hurt. I'm like, he just kind of fucking nailed it, didn't he?
Pretty much, yeah. I remember so I don't know what I did. I don't know if I was in the gym. I don't know if I initially did this in the gym, but I screwed my neck up, or basically like this side back in the base of my skull. I don't know if I messed it up lifting, like tore a muscle or something, or if the hairstylist actually did it, because like I went to a new place I never went to before, and basically I had my neck all the way back, and she just like pulled it like really hard and kind of hyperextended it. So I don't know if she like aggravated a pre-existing thing or if she did it herself, but I've had neck problems for the past 2 weeks ever since that moment. And last Saturday I was still having neck problems, and I bent down to pick something up and just like pinch something in my back at the same time, and I'm just like, this is 30, huh?
It gets worse, man. It doesn't get any better. Actually, that's not true. As I got like in my mid-30s, I've just felt pretty good.
Well, it's probably because you lost some weight.
A little bit, not a lot. I'm still above 200.
At least you're not 240.
At least I'm not 40.
240. Weren't you?
What are you saying, Wes? You know what? I'm so sick of the pregnant comments. Whatever.
I just hope you don't get them for Kill or Be Killed.
Oh, I'm fully expecting it. Fully expecting it.
What do we call you? Blueberry?
Blueberry. I'm done, dude. It's...
Well, you already put it out into the ether. It exists now. You're definitely getting...
Schrodinger's cat. I don't know if that fully applies here, but...
Should have told you just to shoot close-ups.
Susan's here. She says poop. That's it.
Oh, Susan showed up.
And your room is messy. Is she talking to me? Because it's her room, too.
She used the wrong your, too. Your room is messy.
She did do that. I wasn't going to say that, though.
I'll do it. I'll call her right out because I'm not 10 feet from her right now.
Now she corrected herself.
She corrects it.
Hashtag soon.
We've been using that soon hashtag for a year and a fucking half.
I'm so tired of seeing that fucking thing. Like,
I don't know.
I just wanted to be true.
Buddy was not on the live stream whenever we talked about Kill or Be Killed. We talked about that kind of like early on. So Buddy, it's canceled.
We decided the movie's not good.
We're done. Burn the houses for the insurance.
Kill or Be Killed has been accepted into, I think, 4 film festivals now, and all 4 of them have been postponed because of everything that's going on right now. And it seems like all of them are getting pushed into the fall, like September and October. And I know 2 of them specifically you cannot have the movie online for. So it looks like Kill or Be Killed's not getting released until December.
December.
I don't know when the film festival tour is going to end.
That's true. Why does I go? Thank God. Why did you say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna throw up.
There it is. Yep. No, dude, it's enraging. I almost just want to be like, hey, fuck the festivals, but we kind of
already paid for them.
Yeah, well, so that's more.
So if we just said screw it,
partner in this. I care about my money too.
We could say screw it, but then we're just out that money, and it's not going to show anymore. And then just.
What if they just never?
Buddy said, "But like that footage, though, private reel. I'll kiss you." Okay, I will take that kiss. I apologize, Buddy. I'm a terrible person, and I keep forgetting to send it to you. I will send it to you. I will write myself a note
right now.
Actually, go ahead and take a moment. Go ahead and share it with them on Google Drive. Do you have it privately right now? The Final Cut?
I don't know if I have it on Google Drive anymore or not. I know it's on Film Freeway. Send reel.
Okay.
Man, I am dyslexic as fuck.
What'd you write?
Send real Buddy to.
Oh my god.
It's all. Of course, I'm being streamed off of my phone. I look down at the live chat and I'm breaking up. So I don't know if that's me or you, but
it's
Oh, okay. I can actually read it on YouTube. Send real Buddy to Edmonton.
So do you remember the 4th time we tried to go live and it wasn't working? And it was like the stream was too low, like latency or something like that. I had to go in and make some settings changes, and basically it said that whenever you're running low, it's going to like have black bars and stuff. But I was like, I would rather have something that looks kind of ugly and there's really not much lag than something that is lag. Basically, like the last time, it was trying to run too high, and it just stopped running. It was just a never-ending circle of death.
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Looks like I'm on a VHS tape from 97. It's fun.
Yeah, OBS Streamlabs is a lot more optimized.
Damn it, Mike! It is in Chinese, and I can't read it.
Look.
Do you work for OBS Streamlabs or something?
I use them whenever I do my streams.
He's done some day playing for OBS Streamlabs. Don't worry about it.
I've done some. It's chatterbait.com/Michael. There's the Diablo. There it is. I'm sorry. All right, guys. See you later.
I've never wanted to just hop into a chatterbait session right now, just to be like, "Hey, buddy, what you doing?"
Just me sitting naked, just with a microphone, eating fruit.
Jack. ASMR a strawberry.
Hey guys, do you want to hear me Eat some fruit. Okay, we're done.
Do you want me to munch on this banana or put it up my ass?
Actually, though, in all seriousness, I'm serious. So I have been thinking, since I'm going to be down for 3 months, there's a Audible's sister company, ACX, does like auditions and stuff for narration, and they have an erotic section, right?
Oh God, yes.
The amount of money you can make on erotic novels, especially if you have a sultry male deep voice like mine,
Oh my God.
is stupid. So I'm really considering.
Well, yeah, I've been jacking it since Mike came into the stream. Like, and then you're gonna describe what nipples look like to me? Absolutely.
So the next 3 months, if things get desperate, I'll sell out, man. I have no.
We're desperate. Do that anyway. Who famous is ever going to hear that? No one in the biz is listening to an erotic book on tape, except for now.
Oh God.
Like, you're not throwing away any opportunities. That's a side hustle, dog. That's Uber Eats, but way more fun.
That's my calling. Watch, I make more money doing that than anything else.
Mike just gets rich from it. So how
Mike
do you make
becomes
your millions?
Audio books on tape, huh? Like, he's to the voice on, like, the book on tape as to what Fabio is to the cover.
Yeah.
Like, people just start expecting Fabio to sound that way. They're really upset when he's not.
So what do you got? What's other crazy ways we can make a side hustle? What's the craziest thing we can do?
Oh, that's a good question.
What's everybody's side hustle? What are we doing in this testing time? Trying time.
Dude, I've actually been trying... Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it.
Well, mine was actually more serious.
Fucking erotic novels is serious.
I've been actually trying to look up, basically, I've been trying to look up stocks that are at a really good value right now, because the entire stock market is just plummeted.
Why don't you wait until it goes completely in the black and then...
It is, yeah, I don't know how... I don't know how much longer this is going to go on, but I don't think it's rock bottom yet, and that's what's...
It's not rock bottom.
No.
You know what you can do? You have that nice camera that shoots, 18K now? What you should do is go out to the city of Philadelphia and just shoot plates for people. Just, cityscaped shots,
Mm-hmm.
and then sell the footage, stock footage, you know what I mean?
Not bad, not bad.
Because
just grab empty B-roll? Yeah, because if the city's empty, you can get really good, the city's asleep shots.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'll take 10%.
That's not a bad idea, because people, do apocalypse short films, apocalyptic short films. Somebody might be looking for some B-roll.
Yeah, a shot of the Rocky Steps, completely barren, What a more sign that the world is under that no one is jackassery running up those.
Buddy said Tesla and Royal Caribbean, baby. Wait it out.
Did Tesla drop down?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I think it's down to $350.
The electric car market?
Oh, dude. I bought General Motors on, March 7th or something, because it was a strong buy everywhere. And I bought it at $32 a share. Today it hit $16.
You're already down 50% of your investment.
Yeah.
Dude, I still kick myself. When I worked at Citi during the financial meltdown, there was a point where the stock plummeted to under $1 a share. It was 96 cents a share.
Mm-hmm.
And in my head, I was like, I need to find money. I need to find money and just buy this stock at 96 cents a share, because what was within a year, it was back up to $50.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I don't have any money because I work at Citi. I should have just like looked at my grandfather and like, let me borrow $10,000. I swear to God, I'll pay you back in the year. I would have made. You done that? It's
There have been a couple times where I have almost invested in like Facebook and Netflix. This was way back when I first started investing, like in 2016. Both those stocks were a lot lower than they are now, but they were still kind of like right outside of the price range that I was willing to invest in. Like I think Facebook might have been like $80 a share, and Netflix might have been like $100 a share. Almost invested in them, decided I wanted to wait it out, let them go a little lower. Never did, and they both just blew up. Apple was another one that was down to like $90 at one point, and I was like, let me just wait for it to hit 80, and then I'm going to buy some. Never hit 80 and just skyrocketed.
Should you imagine being one of those people who, like the Forrest Gump kind of situation where they invest in the shrimp company super early? He's like, we don't have to worry about money again. That's good. That's one less thing.
But, yeah, definitely I'm looking at some stocks to kind of buy right now. But the stock actually, I think the stock market ended up today for the first day.
Nice.
Yeah, it finished over 20,000 today. So not bad.
What was it before this catastrophic loss?
Almost 30,000.
What was it?
Almost 30,000.
Okay.
What
is that number representative of? Because I don't know shit about stocks.
They're called points.
I'm sorry, points.
Yeah.
What are points representative of? Because again,
I don't know exactly how you just invest in the Dow Jones. Let me look it up. Learn something here.
Isn't that just a trading market?
Yeah.
Can you just invest in the Dow Jones?
I believe.
Huh.
And you're listening to Market Watch only by Thinking Art Entertainment.
It's a buyer's market? Go to this button. Buy. Buy. It's turned to NSYNC, bitch.
Yeah,
do I say NSYNC while he's looking stuff up?
Do I have anything to say?
So you want to say NSYNC while he's looking up his information there?
NSYNC, my God, dude.
Ain't no lie, baby. Bye.
Yeah, so it actually does. Points represent dollars. They are dollars, but the Dow Jones is basically, it's kind of similar to like the funds that you have in like 401k. It's a
mutual fund.
Like 30. It says it's 30 different stocks.
Okay. So like the top 30 companies, or is it?
I don't know what companies are in it. What companies are in the data? 3M, American Express, Apple, Boeing, Caterpillar, Chevron, Cisco, Coca-Cola, Walt Disney, Exxon, General Electric, Goldman Sachs, Home Depot, IBM, Intel, Johnson & Johnson, JP Morgan Chase, McDonald's, Merck, Microsoft, Nike, Pfizer, Procter & Gamble, Travelers Companies, United Technologies, United Health, Verizon, Visa, and Walmart.
So I'm taking a shot in the dark, assuming it's the representative level of the trading stocks per share of all of those 30 companies.
Correct.
Damn.
Look at your boy not being as dumb as I actually am.
So what did I think somebody said it was like $3 trillion got wiped off the market in the past week.
I can't even. How do you?
Sounds about right.
How do you even visualize $1 trillion?
Buddy's heading out. What just happened there?
Andrew left.
Andrew dropped. He probably accidentally left. Oh, he's calling back in.
That's my bad.
Hanging up on us. Buddy, you have a good night.
These buttons do things on the side of these stocks. Later, buddy.
Have a good night, buddy. Thank you for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out with us during the social distancing live stream hangout with Wessy and Glessy and Boom Michael.
Michael. Is he still on here or did he get hung up on too?
No, he was there because he was talking to me while you were off the call. Oh, maybe he's not there.
That was my bad. I didn't mean to.
Mike, you still here? I think actually he got caught.
I didn't realize. Yeah, I fucked up. I'm so sorry.
It did hang up on Mike. Mike.
That's my bad.
Hello.
Mike.
Oh, that really is. Okay.
So that's apparently it didn't.
That was my fault.
For whatever reason, it didn't merge the calls together. It just hung up on you, Mike. I apologize.
I think the way it was doing it was just kind of hanging him in with me.
Yeah.
So it's like you're in and then us. Yeah.
Like a human caterpillar.
Yeah, or a centipede or whatever.
What a human caterpillar.
Humans something.
I'm an idiot. Oh. Pia edited an entire video while we were talking about stocks. You done your best to create social distance, haven't you? We have, because stocks bored people and put our audience to sleep. Apologies.
Let's talk about penises.
Everybody has left the chat.
That's fair. It's an appropriate response to that.
So do you work tomorrow, Andrew?
No, I'm off the next 2 days. I can go back in Saturday under a revised schedule.
A revised schedule? What's that mean?
The stores that are open instead of the normal business hours. They're now open from 11 to 7 Monday, Saturday, and then they're closed Sundays.
Interesting. And
so we all work that. That doesn't matter. Unless we go shut down. Unless we consider 30-day? When did that start?
Oh, it's
I don't know.
Damn it!
Yep.
I'm real upset.
Right now, I don't know if our wedding and our honeymoon is going to be affected by everything that's going on. I mean, it's at least far enough away that I hope it will be okay. But everything is changing by the day.
Yeah.
It is a crazy time, guys. Crazy times.
That's so crazy.
What were you going to say, Mike?
I have no idea anymore.
Pia, I don't know how much longer we're going to stream for. Probably not too much longer because I have to wake up and go to work in the morning, which is out to my kitchen island.
I thought you were working right from there. It's like, you got to move 3 feet.
No, I got to move like 10 feet. So they don't have laptops to give to everybody, so people that are working from home had to take their desktops home. And the way that, yeah, it's ridiculous.
Did an IT guy come out and set stuff up for you, or did you guys just do it?
No, they gave us all the directions, but you have to have something specifically installed on those computers for it to work, and you basically can't access it through like a non machine that has been acquired by our company.
Sure, yeah. So the key is set up and everything.
Yeah. Because I was just going to be like, screw that. I don't want to bring another freaking computer home and just have it taking up a lot of space in our already small place. But unfortunately, can't do it. I think Art of Morbid will do a midnight thing tonight, Pia, or some other time. I will see you there. I'll see you at another time.
Well, I'm assuming if she's mentioning it now, she probably means tonight.
Shut up! Shut up! I'm really sad that we have not seen Mike's face tonight, which makes me think that he's doing something illegal.
Next time we do this, if I do it, if I'm the one hosting on Streamlabs, I have to use my desktop, and I don't have a webcam for it. So I can use my laptop if one of you guys host.
So wait, how do you do it then?
I just use voice, man. I don't want people to see my face.
I thought you always had your webcam in the corner.
Oh, that was like years ago. Whenever I was taking my camera, and it was just for videos, not streams.
Okay. Hey, Danny's back. Hey, Danny.
For a wedding favor, Alex got me this for being in his bridal party. It's actually got my name and the date of the wedding engraved on it.
Oh, 11/11/11, damn.
And it holds 24 ounces of beer. Boom.
Nice.
Boom. 20?
Which I have a really sweet 20. So just under 2. But I have a goat horn mug too that holds... No, this one holds 24 ounces. My goat horn mug holds 20. So I'm not using my goat horn. Because that one's amazing, though. It's cool. It's just, I feel like a Viking, or like John Smear every time I drink out of it.
What kind of beer is that?
This is Yingling.
Oh, okay.
It's a beautiful amber lager, which is the staple of Pennsylvania.
Wait, so the beer stores are closed out by you two now?
I guess they're going to be, yeah, because they're not.
Well, you could probably still get it at Sheetz, right? Because Sheetz, they're not going to close it.
Sheetz sells beer now?
Sheetz. In Pennsylvania, Sheetz has to be fucking considered an essential store, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's no way, like, no, we're not essential. I disagree wholeheartedly.
Sheetz sells beer now?
Yeah. Well, at least the one in Greencastle does.
Some of it, but the one on Nolan Avenue, which is 3 miles from me, in, like, Chambersburg proper, does sell. Pennsylvania has the most backward-ass archaic liquor laws in the world.
Yeah.
3 miles makes a difference.
3 miles. That's crazy. I didn't know Sheetz sold beer. That blows my mind.
Well, if you notice, a lot of the new Sheetz they're building, when they renovate, they build a soda cave.
No.
Until they get their liquor license. And then it quickly becomes a not soda cave. When she's had a couple beers, she rips them. And she rips them like a champion. And it's the sexiest thing. Not a fart.
Oh.
Like a monster belch that I'm like, damn, girl. This is why I love you. This is why we're doing this together for life. Because you burp like that. I'll be honest. Kind of turns me on. I'm not going to lie. I'm ashamed. Cards on the table. It's sexy. She champions a beer and she lets out a ripper. And I'm like, yeah.
Oh, what?
Lets out a ripper. Grips a ripper is what she does. Just grips a ripper.
Pia says beer stores were attempted from closing in PA. Stores that aren't closing is grocery, pharmacy, gas, building materials, and beer. Beer? I thought beer was closing.
I would say that you kind of have to argue that beer is essential, right? It's medicinal, kind of.
I loved all the people that were like, on Friday night, especially when everything closed down out here. It's like, oh, we can't go to the bar? They want to, let's practice social distancing by having a house party. And then, like, invite 50 guests over.
Just keep everybody 6 feet away.
No, they weren't.
Everybody's playing beer pong.
Did I tell you about that?
Well, what?
The beer pong.
No.
The people who live above us, right? You know how you can hear them?
Right. Yeah.
You know how you can hear like every footstep? They decided to play beer pong on Friday night, and we were livid.
Damn.
Oh, dude, it was so freaking loud.
California, the governor's ordering all 40 million citizens to stay home.
Really? Is that like breaking news?
Well, I don't want to talk about it because I'm afraid it's going to hurt the, but yeah, California governor orders 40 million people to lock down. Goddamn.
Listen, as long as I still listen to the Joe Rogan, I'm good.
Wait, is he in Cali?
Yes. He lives in LA.
Man, for some reason I thought he was in Vegas for some reason. Probably because of all the UFC fights.
I don't really listen to him that often, but that podcast he did with the that infectious disease expert.
Oh yeah, it's super good.
Was really like,
Well, here's my favorite thing: is you can go from him talking with an infectious disease expert to where it's a great conversation.
Yeah.
To he'll have another comedian on and just rip dick jokes for 3 minutes. It's insane, man. This is a journey listening to the JRE.
Chat. Danny said it's getting to that point here in New York. Only the essentials are staying open for limited hours. New York City is a train wreck and getting bad. Yeah, I've heard, and I don't think there's been any official word, but I know that they've been considering doing the shelter in place in New York City, which crazy. PSS.
The biggest thing about that is you gotta hope that everybody has 14 days worth of food already.
Well, you can still go out for groceries and to work and stuff like that, but beyond that, you're not allowed out. So if you get pulled over or stopped or whatever, you got to have a damn good reason. And,
that's why I live in the country.
You don't have to worry about anything.
So I'm out. I'm sorry, this is goddamn America.
Good old Franklin County.
PS said the exceptions are grocery stores, pharmacies, gas stations, beer distributors, transit and transportation systems, and taxi services. Wow, I didn't know beer was on there. But I was wrong.
Very.
What?
The liquor stores got shut down because they're state-owned and operated.
Oh, okay.
Beer distributors are different.
Okay, didn't know that.
No. Dude, it took years for Pennsylvania to actually be able to sell cases and 6-packs in the same store.
Yeah.
Remember when bottle shops were a thing, Wes?
Yep.
If you wanted to pick up a 40 of something, a 6-pack of something, it's a case of beer just for your friends, and a bottle of liquor, that's 3 different stores you had to go to.
Yep.
Damn.
That was our 20s.
Yeah, I found the beer at Sheetz is hella cheap compared to the other distributors I go to.
It's not bad. It's pretty fairly priced.
I thought they were going to jack prices up, but
I imagine Sheetz probably buys it in bulk for all their stores, so they probably get a really good wholesale discount on it.
So I forget how much Yingling was. Yingling was $6 for 12 or something like that. It was insane.
Yingling's usually pretty cheap though here in Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Because you don't have to really ship it that far.
Mm-hmm.
But if I buy the 12 pack of Perpetual I bought, which is also in Pennsylvania, but it's craft beer, it's $24. And it'll be that pretty much everywhere. Shut the wall. Start running steam here.
Well, yeah, we should talk about movies next time.
Yeah.
I'm going to try to argue why Lord of the Rings is the greatest trilogy ever made.
I'm going to cut you. So, let's when do you guys want to do this again? Next week sometime, but should we pick a night?
I'm not super comfortable picking a night just yet. Let me speak with the old. I need to know when I'm available. Listen, if it's spending a couple hours talking with you two, or hanging out with the girlfriend and
complete that,
you better be careful. All right.
Like, I used a pizza cutter myself like 4 years ago.
Bringing it full circle.
That's right. Fucking professional, that's why.
So we're going to do another one of these. Hopefully we can iron out the kinks and get this to run smoother, and I can use my microphone. And Mike will use his microphone and actually be visible. And Andrew will just sound and look shitty as always.
Jesus Christ.
At this point, it's not my thing. Honestly, listen, I tried to use my mic, but I forgot that my phone doesn't have an auxiliary hookup.
Yep.
So if I can find somewhere a female auxiliary to a male USB Type-C, maybe. But
maybe look at Walmart. I don't know if Walmart would have Target.
Well, yeah, I can't imagine that's more than $5 or $10, but.
Mm-hmm. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that took the time to hang out with us tonight for the social distancing live stream hangout with Wessy Glessy and Boom Michael.
Thank you guys. Cheers.
Mike hates that, doesn't he? Andrew's chugging his beer like a champion.
Jesus.
So wait, chug beer. How would he not hate Boom Michael?
Boom Mike's fun.
It's fun. I like it. I like saying Boom Michael.
I like it. And then
we're acknowledging your name, but also your
craft.
Profession?
Yeah.
It's one of them there double entendres.
Well, it was my profession until.
Yeah, let's not talk about that again. You want to depress everybody, Mike? Huh? Do you?
Coming this summer, Michael tries erotic novel reading.
Mike, I mean, I feel like it's more fun to talk about than surveying, but.
Shit. Made more money surveying.
Well, sure. Well, up until that company went to it. Oh, man. Yes.
Oh, you know it too. Oh, man.
I know. Well, yeah, no, you're a co-owner. I grew up right beside. I know him very well, so
okay, all right.
heard all about what happened there.
Yeah.
So next week we'll talk about Mike doing erotic fiction.
Jesus.
We'll find some for you to read, Mike.
Oh, great. It'll be my tryout.
I want you to put in 2 resumes till next week.
Where?
Apply. Get out there. Put yourself out there. You got to go for it.
I'm good.
I really wanted to read erotic fiction.
I'm just gonna suck it up and read erotic fiction, and yeah, we'll be good.
Oh, you're gonna suck it up, all right.
People need this in this time, so this is the perfect calling for you, Mike.
The times were hard, but he was harder.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. Okay.
That's it.
See how easy that is, Mike? You can do it. I believe in you.
Stream's cut off after that one.
We just lost the channel.
We just lost the channel. We lost our monetization because of that comment. Hopefully we don't get demonetized. Who knows? It's not like it'll make a difference. We'll make like 5 cents off this. Thanks everybody that stopped in. I'm Wesley Malott.
I'm Andrew Glessner.
And I'm Michael Mountain.
We'll see you guys next week on the next edition of the Social Distancing live stream. Danny, thanks for stopping in. You were awesome. Everybody that stopped in, you guys are awesome. Make sure to keep your distance from people. Don't get out there and get sick and spread the sickness and stuff. What's weird is Andrew froze. Do you see that too, Mike?
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. But anyway, thanks everybody. Have a good night.